dear students. In this session we are going to learn new chapter, that is chapter 4, simple equation. Now before learning simple equation, or we can say equation, let us revise what we had learned in standard 6. If you remember, we had learned algebraic expression in standard 6. Now let us just first revise it. What is algebraic expression? Algebraic expression is made up of terms called constant and variable. constant and variable. algebraic expression क्या होता है? टर्म्स होते हैं जो constant और variable से बने हुए होते हैं. Now what are constant? If we see constant, then constant is all the numeric values, जैसे 1, 2, 9, 11, these are all constant, that is all numeric values. Then variables do not have any fixed values, that is why we use alphabet to symbolize it, है ना. letters of alphabet जैसे कि A है, B है, C है, X, Y, Z, ये सब हम उनको सिंबलाइज करते हैं. तो algebraic expressions क्या होंगे? algebraic expression, suppose we can write 2x, this 2x is your algebraic expression, or you can write 3y minus 10, this 2x is your one term, 3y minus 10 is your other term. So this is all your algebraic expression. Or you can write 3a plus 5b plus 8ab. This is also your algebraic expression. So now these are all expression which we had learned. Now then what is equation? To understand this, what is equation, let us solve one example, or let me have one example. For example, if I thought a number in my mind, that number is very unknown to you, you don't know about what number is this. So if I thought one number in my mind, so what you people will do to find out कि वो number क्या है? I will give some clue. On the basis of that you have to find out which is the number. Okay, so if I thought one number in my mind, then you said that let the number be x. Now this is x, means here it is variable, the value is not fixed, the number can be any, so let the number be x. Now we can say that I give another clue is I multiply it by 4. I multiply that number by 4. So that number will become, multiplying it by 4, then the number is equal to 4 into x, which is equal to 4x. अब वो number क्या हो गया हमारे पास? 4x. Then I say that if I add the number by, suppose 12. If I add the number by 12, so the number will become now 4x plus 12. So till now here 4x is your expression, 12 is also expression, 4x plus 12 is also expression. Now if I multiply that number by 4 and then add the number by 12, then the number will become 72. It means that 4x plus 12 is equal to 72. When I multiply the number by 4 and then add it by 12, it will become 72. Now just look at this two expression here. One of the expression is 4x plus 12 another expression is 72. Now this is called an equation. When two expressions have equal to sign, this is the equal to sign between them. So when two expression had equal to sign between them, then that two expression is called equation. So in short we can say that the equation, the solution of this equation, now if we want to find out the number, then if we solve this equation we will get which number I had. So the solution of equation will give the number which I had thought in my mind. So in short we can say that an equation is a condition on variable. Equation क्या होता है? Condition on variable. Variable की क्या वैल्यू निकलती है, उसका condition है. And condition is that the two expression have equal value. दो expression की value equal होनी चाहिए, और उसमें भी the two expression, in that two expression one of the expression should have variable. यहाँ जैसे x है, 4x है, okay. So in short we can say that an equation is a condition on variable, and the condition is that the two expressions should have equal or equal to sign between them, and at least one of the expressions should have the sign of variable or variable between them, okay. So equation will remain same when the expression on the left or right side interchange. अगर तुम इनको interchange भी करोगे then also the equation will remain change. So this is the equation. यहाँ तक वो expression था, पर जब equal to का sign बीच में आता है then it is called equation. Now what is solution? Just now मैंने यहाँ पे बोला था कि अगर इसका आप solution निकालोगे तो आपको नंबर मिलेगा कि मैंने कौन सा नंबर सोचा था. तो what is solution? Let us solve one another example to find out what is solution. Solution means suppose कोई एक expression equation मैं यहाँ पे ले रहा हूँ, जैसे 3y minus 5 is equal to 3y minus 5 is equal to, suppose 3y minus 5 suppose is equal to 10. 3y minus 5 is equal to 10. Now अगर हमें सॉल्यूशन निकालना है, सॉल्यूशन मतलब y का वैल्यू क्या होगा, दैट इज द सॉल्यूशन. लेट अस फर्स्ट अंडरस्टूड इट बाय ट्रायल एंड एरर मेथड. ट्रायल एंड एरर मेथड ट्राई करेंगे. सपोज मैं y का वैल्यू 1 लेता हूँ, तो लेफ्ट हैंड साइड क्या हो जाएगा, लेफ्ट हैंड साइड हमें राइट हैंड साइड में 10 है ऑलरेडी, हमें फाइंड आउट करना है लेफ्ट हैंड साइड 10 कब होगा. y का वैल्यू अगर मैंने 1 लिया तो 3y माइनस 5, ये क्या हो जाएगा 3 इंटू 1 माइनस 5 विच इज इक्वल टू 3 माइनस 5 विच इज इक्वल टू -2. तो नहीं होगा वो. देन सपोज इफ आई एम टेकिंग y इज इक्वल टू 2, देन इट विल बिकम 3 into 2 minus 5 which is equal to 6 minus 5 which is equal to 6 minus 5 which is equal to 1. Again y is equal to 2 is also not possible. Let us take y is equal to 3. So ये हो जाएगा 3 into 3 minus 5 which is equal to 9 minus 5 which is equal to 4. So y is equal to 3 is also not possible. Then let us take y is equal to 4. So 3 into 4 minus 5. So 3 into 4 is 12 minus 5. 12 minus 5 which is equal to 7. So that is also not possible. Let us take y is equal to 5. So y is equal to 3 into 5 minus 5 which is equal to 15 minus 5 which is equal to 10. So here left hand side is 10, right hand side is 10. So for y is equal to 5 these both equation are equal. अगर y का वैल्यू हम 5 डालते हैं तो दोनों एक एक्सप्रेशन जो है वो इक्वल होंगे. सो द सॉल्यूशन ऑफ दिस इक्वेशन इज वी कैन से y is equal to 5. So this is the one method to find out the solution. There are other method also which we will learn in previous session or next session. But just now we just need to remember what is trial and error. Trial and error means we have to first find out the value of y with 1, 2, 3. Likewise, we will see that where the expression, both the expression for what value of y or for what value of variable, both the expression has equal. So in this way we can find out for what value has the variable has, for what value of variable both the expression has same value. Now let us do exercise 4.1. Now exercise 4.1, first one is complete the last column of the table. We have to complete this column. Here equation x plus 3 is given and value x is equal to 3. So if we put x is equal to 3 here, then it will be 3 plus 3 which is equal to 6, which is not equal to 0. So we can say that the equation is not satisfied. So we write here no. Now x plus 3, x is equal to 0. 0 plus 3 is again equal to 3, which is not equal to 0. So here also we can write no. Then x is equal to minus 3. Minus 3 plus 3. Minus 3 plus 3 is equal to 0. On left RSH, right, that is right hand side also 0. So we can say that for x is equal to minus 3, the equation is satisfied. Now let us see the next one. X minus 7 is equal to 1. Here x is equal to 7. So 7 minus 7 is not equal to 7 minus 7 is 0, which is not equal to 1. So we can write here no. X minus 7 is equal to 1. X is equal to 8. So 8 minus 7 is equal to 1. So here also 1. So we can write here yes. So in the same way, let us do one more. 5x is equal to 25. If I write x is equal to 0, so 5 into 0 is equal to 0, so it will not satisfy. We write here no. The same way, if I am writing 5x, so 5 is equal to x is equal to 5. So 5 into 5, 25. Here also it is 25, so we can write yes. The rest of this you can do by yourself. Now let us do question number 2. In question number 2, it is said that check whether the value given in the bracket is a solution to the given equation or not. Here one equation is given, which is given that n plus 5 is equal to 19, and in bracket it is given n is equal to 1. So we have to check whether the n, if we put n is equal to 1, then it is the equation is satisfied or not. So LSS is equal to n plus 5. Here given n is equal to 1. So n plus 5 is equal to 1 plus 5, which is equal to 6. So we have to left hand side is not equal to right hand side. Left hand side is not equal to right hand side. So we can say that n is equal to 1 is not solution. We can say that n is equal to 1 is not solution for n plus 5 is equal to 19. N is equal to 1 is not solution for n plus 5 is equal to 19. Now let us see the next one, B1. In B1 it is again given that 7n plus 5 is equal to 19 and n is equal to given minus 2. We have to see left hand side. Left hand side is equal to 7n plus 5. We can say n is equal to minus 2. So if n is equal to minus 2, then it will be 7 into minus 2 plus 5. 7 into minus 2 is equal to minus 14 plus 5. Minus 14 plus 5, which is equal to minus 9. So we can say that therefore left hand side is not equal to right hand side. Left hand side is not equal to right hand side. And so we can say that therefore not equal to right hand side, therefore n is equal to minus 2 is not solution for 7n plus 5 is equal to 19. It's not solution for 7n plus 5 is equal to 19. Now let us see C1. C1 is here 7n plus 5 is equal to 19, where n is equal to 2. Now let us solve it. Left hand side is equal to 7n plus 5. Left hand side is equal to 7n plus 5, where n is equal to 2 given. N is equal to 2. Now, therefore, 7 into 2 plus 5. 7 into 2 plus 5, which is equal to 14 plus 5, which is equal to 19. So here is it 19. In right hand side also 19. So we can say that left hand side is equal to right hand side. Left hand side is equal to right hand side. So we can write, therefore n is equal to 2 is solution for 7n. N is equal to 2 is solution for 7n plus 5 is equal to 19. So n is equal to 2 is a solution. So in this way you can do the other one also, D, E and F, as your homework. Then let us see question number 3. Question number 3 is said that solve the following equation by trial and error method. By trial and error method we have to solve it. Just now we had done during explanation that trial and error method. What are trial and error method? We had already done. Here the expression is given. First, 5p plus 2 is equal to 17. 5p plus 2 is equal to 17. So left hand side is equal to 5p plus 2. Let's p is equal to, first let us begin from p is equal to 0. So when p is equal to 0, 5p plus 2 is equal to 5 into 0 plus 2, which is equal to 0 plus 2, which is equal to 2. So p is equal to 0 is not satisfying. Then let us see p is equal to 1. For p is equal to 1, 5p plus 2 is equal to 5 into 1 plus 2. 5 plus 2 is equal to 7. 5 plus 2 is equal to 7. Again, this is also not satisfying. Now let us see p is equal to 2. P is equal to 2. Then 5p plus 2, that is 5 into 2 plus 2, that is 10 plus 2 equal to 12. So again, this is also not satisfying, equal to 12, so it is not satisfying. Then let us see p is equal to 3. So 5p plus 3, which is equal to 5 into 3 plus 2, which is equal to 15 plus 2 equal to 17. So we can say that when p is equal to 3, so when p is equal to 3, we can write here p is equal to 3. The equation 5p plus 2 is equal to 17. So the solution is p is equal to 3. Now let us see question number 4. Write the equation for the following statement. Here some statements are given and we have to write the equation for it. The first statement is the sum of the number x and 4 is 9. Here it is given the sum of the number x and 4. That means x plus 4 is 9, means is equal to 9. So this will be the equation. Second one is 2 subtracted from y is 8. This is first one. Second one, 2 subtracted from y. So we can write y minus 2 is equal to 8. In the same way, third, fourth you can do by yourself. Let us do the sixth one. Here the sixth one is 7 times m plus 7 gets you 77. 7 times m, it means 7m plus 7 gets you 77, means this 7 times m plus 7 is equal to 77. Then it is that, let us see question number ninth one. If you add 3 to 1/3 of z, you will get 30. If you add, question number 9 is, if you add 3 to 1/3 of z, 1/3 of z means 1/3 of z plus 3. If you add 3 to 1/3 of z, you will get 30. So is equal to 30. 1/3 of z plus 3 is equal to 30. So in this way you can write the equation for other statement also. Now let us see question number 5. And question number 5 is write the following equation in statement form. Here equation is given. Here we had statements were given. We had to write equation. Now in question number 5, equation was given. We have to write it statement. First is given here p plus 4 is equal to 15. So we can easily write that the sum of number p and 4 is 15. The sum of number p and 4 is 15. In the same way, second is m minus 7. 7 subtracted from m is 3. Third is 2m. So 2 times of m is equal to 7. So in this way you can write. In the same way, fourth one is given here. M upon 5 is equal to 3. M upon 5 is equal to 3. So you can write that the number m divided by 5 is 3. The m divided by 5 you can say gives 3. So this is the equation. The number m divided by 5 gives 3. Now let us see one more. Let us do the eighth one. Eighth one, it is p upon 2 plus 2 is equal to 8. P upon 2 plus 2 is equal to 8. That is the eighth one. So we can say that 2, here you can say that 2 added to half of number gives 2 added to half of number. Half of number means if the number is p, p upon 2, half of number gives 8. So 2 added to half of number give 8. So in this way you can make a statement of the number given. Now let us see question number 6. Here question number 6 is set up an equation in the following case. Again here also we just need to set up equation only. Question number 6. First one is Irfan say that he has 7 marble more than 5 times the marble Parmit has. Okay, Irfan say that he has 7 marbles more than 5 times the marble Parmit has. Now it is very unknown what marble Parmit has, so we will take, let the number of marbles with Parmit be x. Let the number of marbles with Parmit be x. Now it is again say that 5 times of marble, he has 7 marble more than 5 times of marbles. So here it is x. Now therefore 5 times of marbles is equal to, we can say 5 times of marble is equal to 5x. Now according to the questions that Irfan says that he has 7 marble more than 5 times of marble Parmeet has. So, and Irfan has 37 marble, and we have to frame the equation. So again we can write that 7 marbles more than 5 times of marbles, that is 5x. 7 marble more than 5x, which is equal to, this is equal to 5x plus 7, 5x plus 7. Now it is again given in the question that Irfan has 37 marbles, means these both are equation, and therefore equation is equal to, this is what, 5 times 7 marble more than 7 marbles more than 5 times of marble with Parmeet, and Irfan says that he has 37 marbles. So the equation is 5x plus 7 is equal to 37. So here first we had find out the total number of marble with Parmeet is equal to x. Now 5 times of marble means 5x. Now Irfan says that he has 7 marbles more than 5 times of Parmeet marble, means 5x plus 7. He also said that Irfan has 37 marble, means 5x plus 7 is equal to 37. Now let us see question number 2. It said that Lakshmi's father is 49 years old. Here the age of Lakshmi's father is given. He is 4 years older than 3 times of Lakshmi's age, means Lakshmi's age is unknown. So let Lakshmi's age be, suppose y. Let Lakshmi's age be y. Now we can say that he is 4 years older than 3 times of Lakshmi's age. So we can say that 3 times of Lakshmi's age, 3 times of Lakshmi's age is equal to 3y. 3 times of Lakshmi's age is equal to 3y. Now he is also said that he is 4 years older. So we can write 4 years older than Lakshmi's age is equal to 3y plus 4. So we got here 4 years older than Lakshmi's age is equal to 3 times of Lakshmi's age, means 3y plus 4. So now it is given that Lakshmi's father is 49 years old. So therefore equation will be is 3y plus, equation is 3y plus 4 is equal to 49. So this will be the equation for this. Next two you can do by yourself. So here we end our exercise 4.1. The remaining sum you have to do by yourself as homework. Thank you.